and we keep focused on you and don't think of anything, and when you start to go back there, we bring you back here. So you are bringing that thought here, you're not leaving here and going to that thought. If you go back to that thought, you will relive it. But if you bring that thought here, it'll have to live in a new experience which doesn't have any of the environment where it was created. And now the brain and the neural networks of sight affecting the cerebral cortex and the emotional brain and the hypothalamus in the emotional brain, creating the necessary peptides for the reaction, can't compute that same emotional thing because it's having a new picture. And as it has this new picture, and as the new picture is maintained and sustained and retained, then this body, this mind and the body starts to experience that past event differently. And when they do that, then they start to recreate a new attitude towards the event, and that creates a lasting change. If I was to sit and analyze with that person, it wouldn't work, because the mind is still connected to that emotion and you are taking them back to that event to try to rationalize. We can't rationalize with something that isn't here. You can't change that. You can't change the attitude that happened there because it happened there. But you can change what's happening right here. And by providing the right atmosphere for that, it can add a new dimension, a new feeling that gives them a very, very different point of view or an emotional reaction to that which has happened. And that's what creates the change. And that's why you see, when we take pictures of people when they first come to this work, and then we take it 6 days or 7 days later, you find a massive change in their expression, in their facial structure, in their balance in themselves. Because things that have thrown their face out of balance, that have held things inside them, suddenly start to release, and they start to see life better. And that lights up their eyes, softens their mouth, changes some of the resistances between the left and right brain function in your body, and you start to experience a change. Then with this change, through practice in life with this new expression and new feeling, you start to experience the world different. And people say, wow, you changed so much. What have you done? I didn't do anything. Did you have a facelift? Because sometimes it really looks as they've had a facelift in such a short period. How can you look so much happier, and your face changes, your jaw alignment changes, the muscles in your jaw change, your eyes change, and the way one part is held back and the other part is working, and this part is held back and the other part is working, starts to release, and you feel more balanced. And then internally, when you change, there's a different light in your eyes, because now you are connected more to your body in this present moment, and you feel the presence of your being, the presence of your true spirit that was suppressed and distorted because of the expectations of other people. And now you can be you. So that brings up the potential characteristics that you really have. And that gets you performance better, because as your structure starts to readjust and performs better, then your potential comes out better, and then everyone in the business and in the society, in your relationship, starts to experience your different behavior, which is in more balance, so they feel more balanced. So when each one changes within themselves, that's how they create the change of other people's responses, not changes them. So we are not here to change other people. We are here to assist that person to be able to facilitate an atmosphere which is different from what restrained them, so they can have a different response now and know what that response is. Often you don't know that it could be until you experience it. And when they experience it, they realize it's a better choice. And then we always want better choices. So that gives me a sense of growth, of greater expression, and therefore that also reaction of other people will also change.